Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi wa kafa. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ibadihi alladhina astafa. Amma ba'du. Farabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Wa qul rabbi adkhilni mudkhala sidqin wa akhrijni mukhraja sidqin waj'al li min ladunka sultanan nasira. Bismillah wa billah wa tawakkaltu ala Allah. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Allah is saying in verse number 86 of chapter Al-Baqarah, second chapter of the Holy Book of Quran. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ulaika alladhina ishtaraw al-hayat ad-dunya bil akhirati fala yukhaffafu anhum al-azab wa la hum yunsarun. Here, in this verse, Allah is explaining the reason behind those who disobey Allah. Of course, there are so many people, they disobey Allah, and there are most of the people, they are not abiding by the law that Allah have given. That is the reality. And for those who want to be on the way of Allah, Allah is explaining that the reason behind those people, behind the action of those people who are not obeying Allah and they deviate from the way of Allah, what is the reason? What is cause? They are, for themselves, they are wise people. They are understanding. They, for themselves in their worldly life, they consider themselves at a good level of wisery, and they think good. They in their life they eat good thing, they do good thing, they behave in good manner. They so many things that they do as some wise man does. So what is wrong with them that when they come to the path of Allah, or when they come to thinking about the life that is coming for us, while everybody is thinking about his future in this life, everybody is doing everything for the next day or for next week or for next month, whatever somebody is practicing and doing and earning and whatever he is busy in that, he is trying to guarantee his tomorrow. He is trying to get things for tomorrow, or for himself, for his children, or the main idea is tomorrow. The main idea is next. Everybody is making his struggle, his striving to do all his good to maintain now and guarantee, have some guarantee and some surety for the next time to come. So why this man is not doing for the next of his life, which Allah is telling him that you are not going to end at the end of this life. No, your life will start again, but not here, in another era of life that has its own qualities and its own merits, and we can say for some of them demerits. So Allah is explaining to us that these people, these Israelites who have broken the covenant and they went on the wrong way. So what was the reason behind that? To explain to us that so we can avoid that, we can be on the secure situation from that. And Allah is telling us that ulaika, these people who have broken the law, these people who have diverted and deviated and disobeyed Allah's guidance, alladhina ishtaraw al-hayat ad-dunya, the reason behind all of their disobeying was that they, ishtaraw means they bought, while it could be said they selected the life of worldly life. No, Allah said they bought it, and that gives a emphasized meaning to that, and that gives a heavy meaning to that, that this thing that they are doing, they shouldn't consider it that they are just selecting worldly life and nearest life, and they are neglecting and ignoring the life, the real life, the future life. Allah is not saying like this. Allah is telling that this that you are doing is a buying action, and this is something that you are buying it by your own life. You are selling your life. You are selling all your asset that you have. The property that you have is your life. Whatever Allah has given you in this life is your property, your asset, and you can sell them against the future, as we sell every our day to gain for our nearest future. We pay our, we spend one day in laboring, in doing job for others, and working somewhere to gain something for our tomorrow, for our expenses that we have tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. And the same is that we are giving our whole life, and when we give it on the wrong path and that is for worldly and materialistic life, then it means that we are selling our life. But for what return? What is the return for this that we sell? Allah is saying that they are selling their whole life to buy worldly life, this nearest life. It is like that, that if somebody is saying that he is doing and expending all what he has for today, and he is not saving anything for tomorrow. All what he is earning, he is just buying things for today, and he is wasting all of things today, and for tomorrow he does not have anything. That is the case with the life here and the life hereafter, as today and tomorrow. If somebody is doing his business, doing his job, doing his whatever, and doing it for just today, that is enough only for, not only today, for the time being, just this time that is he's spending, he is getting and spending, getting and spending the same time, not for next time, not for even tomorrow, the nearest tomorrow. So this condition, while here may somebody can pass his life for tomorrow or the after tomorrow with not having enough, but hereafter, the life hereafter is not like that, and there somebody should have things for that life, and he should be ready for that life, and he should have all those needed facilities for the next life. Allah is saying, Ulaika alladhina ishtarawul ayat ad-dunya, they are buying this nearest life, ayat ad-dunya, nearest life, bil akhirah, and they are in return, they are giving the life of hereafter. And akhirah, as I said in the previous session, that dunya is the extreme of term of the word, and it means that the nearest of all. But akhirah is not, it does not mean, it does not have the meaning of the last of the last. No, or the next of the next. It does not mean. Akhirah means it is a ism fa'il of akhir, and akhara, and ism fa'il akhirun, akhirani, akhiruna, akhiratun, that is feminine of akhir, and it is not the extreme term of that. It is a term that is superlative term that is said in the grammatical language. That is not superlative term of that. It is general and normal term of the doer or haver, somebody who have something. So here, akhirah means the thing that is next, but not the last of the next, not the last of last. As dunya was the nearest of near, means it is near that because we are already in, but akhirah it is not, it is starting from that. Akhirat is a start, but what is the end, what is the last of that, nobody knows. For this very reason, Allah has used akhirat and not ukhra, while the opposite for dunya is ukhra, but Allah is not choosing ukhra, Allah is choosing akhirah. And that is a delicacy that somebody can comprehend that if somebody pays attention and contemplate on the phrase that Allah uses all the time in ayat. So Allah is saying that if they do this, they spend their life and not get akhirah against that in return. They spend their life for their life. All their life is spent. In return, they got only this life. For tomorrow, the life that is coming, they don't have nothing. So what will be the result? What will be the consequence of that? Allah is saying, فَلَا يُخَفَّفُ عَنْهُمُ الْعَذَابُ. They be sure, being disobedient, disobeying Allah, it has some consequences. And consequence of that is a punishment. And punishment will not be lessened or lightened. They will be kept under the painful chastisement of Allah forever. And that is not worldly punishment, which after all goes down and lessens or lightened. It is somehow goes less and less and less, but what the punishment is next life is not like that. Allah is saying, فَلَا يُخَفَّفُ عَنْهُمُ الْعَذَابُ. Their punishment will not be decreased, it will not be lessened. وَلَا هُمْ يُنْصَرُونَ. And in the worldly life, if somebody is in difficulty, in trouble, he has a difficult situation, may he get some help. May he get some help from somebody's, maybe his relative, his friends, or somebody can just on the way, anyway, somebody can help. Or he can call some of his friends and familiar people to help him. But at the akhirah, the life that it is hereafter, nobody can get help from anybody, and nobody is allowed to help, because there, Malik Yawmiddin, all things are only in the hand of Allah. Though all things are in the hand of Allah here, but here Allah allows people to maneuver their maneuvering, but there nobody will even talk without his permission, and that is not possible for anybody to even open his mouth without permission of Allah. So they will be in severe punishment, and this punishment will not be lightened at all. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah bless you all.